Welcome to Fight Boredom TV, and this is Rave Movie Review. I'm your host Nina, and this is Zach. We'll have some exciting movie facts and interesting challenges for your entertainment. It's going to be a lot of fun. So our film this week is Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and let's break it down Fight Boredom style.
Stay tuned, because that means at the end of this video, the loser of our challenges is going to get dressed up like the opposite gender to avoid being recruited by the Emperor.
Now YouTube won't let us do anything with copyrighted music, so here's our version of the Star Wars theme song. Enjoy! So let's talk about the cast and crew. Felicity Jones plays Jyn Erso, the titular character who drives the plot forward. She gets pulled in by the Rebel Alliance to stop her father, Galen Erso, from building the Death Star. There's also an android named K-2SO, played by the lovable Alan Tudyk, whom you'll recognize as having played the woke robot in the film I, Robot. Also, Oscar winner Forrest Whitaker gets his Bernie Sanders hair on, along with some groovy robotic feet to play a character named Saw. Speaking of Forrest Whitaker, he has actual robotic legs in this film because J.J. Abrams let another door smash down on an actor's legs. And yes, we have confirmed that James Earl Jones will reprise his role as the voice of Darth Vader, whom everyone is expecting to light up the screen with some amazing asthmatic athleticism.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Darth Vader almost couldn't be in this film because Donald Trump was considering him for a cabinet position. In the spirit of Darth Vader, we're going to do some pregnant belly yoga exercises, with the first person to complete them being the winner. There may be a few dirty tricks on the way.
So this is Darth Vader pregnant yoga and breathing exercises. We're going to start off with a simple standing mount. Place your feet apart. And again. Force strong with me as ones.
My baby.
Right. And now for the simple cow. She's going to kneel down here. And tuck in. And out. And in. And out. Is the fourth with you enough to start the camel pose?
Yes, let's do it.
There we go. Come on, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The camel.
The camel is not as easy as this dark side once was.
You ready to move down? I'm moving on.
The cow. And moving on. This one might be one of your favorites. The boat.
Oh, the boat! This is one I think I could do.
I'd say they're pretty good. Let's move on to the rainbow land.
Lunge. It looks like we're dabbing.
And the final position of the day.
Oh.
The crow.
This is the deal breaker. I'll bet.
I got it. You're done.
Ah.
I am your mother and your mother now.
Boo!
These babies out of the oven. Now let's talk about the script for a minute. Spoiler alert for those of you who aren't familiar with the series. This is about the tragic mission of the Bathans. Quoted have been those who died to bring us this information in the original trilogy. This means that they're going to steal the plans for the Death Star. We know that many Bathans died capturing the Death Star plans because their Uber pilot, Becky, was texting her Bae during their escape. Now, given that Bail Organa, the father of Princess Leia, is in the cast, we may get to see a young Leia again. Also, the story takes a darker turn from the films to which audiences have become accustomed, although we do see some comic relief laced into the battle scenes from supporting characters played by the likes of Donnie Yen. Like, what about that awkward moment when your bounty hunter that's been tracking you shows up in your Tinder profile? You up? This Boba. Who you? The film promises to be more about the birth of the rebellion and the limited resources with which they began. For example, the droid K-2SO seems less advanced than other droids that you'll see later in the franchise. Imagine getting drunk at a cantina and waking up next to Jar Jar Binks the next morning. Talk about a galactic walk of shame. Misa making use of breakfast, Annie. Last night was amazing.
You're not gonna believe it! Misa all sparkly glowy. Now we're gonna have all the time to spend together. I love you, Annie! Yeah! Ah!
And now, in the tradition of the original Star Wars franchise, we'll take this show down the garbage chute, where the first challenger to find the hidden Death Star plans will win. So, whoever finds the most pieces of the Death Star plans in the Empire's garbage chute will win the challenge.
Awesome, and just in case you're wondering, there's some pretty interesting products in here that I think you'll love.
Oh, my favorite. Ewoks are from Endor, Wookiees are from Kashyyyk, by Admiral Akbar. This is a good read.
You would love that book. And, of course, a Stormtrooper selfie, because every Stormtrooper needs a good selfie.
And what do we have here? How you can tell your brother's into you, and how to let him down easily.
Ugh.
That's a must-have for everyone.
You know what? Enough about overly affectionate brothers.
She kissed him first. Leia kissed first.
Whoa, calm down. Look, let's find the
kissed
Death Star
first.
plans in this garbage chute. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. I found one.
This is not good.
Well, I found the Death Star plans.
Probably used the Force to pull him to you, didn't you?
Yeah, I won. Yet again.
You always win.
You know. Let's talk about the director. Gareth Edwards helms this epic space opera with a budget rumored to be in the $200 million range. You'll recognize the director's name from the 2014 film Godzilla. And we know that he cut his teeth doing elaborate visual effects work and can coach A-list actors such as Bryan Cranston of the Breaking Bad TV series. Gareth Edwards is known for sweeping visual styles and large set pieces, so it makes sense to have him featuring jungle battles, not jingle battles, with Imperial walkers, and space battles with Kardashian-sized ships and Kardashian-sized ship booties. Wait until your getaway pilot tries to parallel park between two Star Destroyers and hits Darth Vader's shuttle, destroying his only hologram of Padme. Since the director is known for his excesses, we liken him more to Michael Bay than George Lucas. In other words, when he has great actors, the acting is great. But when the actors are wooden, he doesn't do much to help, as seen in the brooding performance of the main protagonist played by Aaron Taylor Johnson from the film Godzilla. Although in his defense, George Lucas could make decent actors seem horribly wooden.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
Hopefully, James Earl Jones will come out of the shadows and finally tell Luke that his father is really black and alive as ever.
Now let's talk about some other factors. The editing looks crisp and clean considering how many moving parts this Christmas sci-fi blockbuster has in play. We've read rumblings that some of the scenes in the film were reshot to give it a more hopeful tone. Let's pray that moviegoers didn't lose in this decision by getting a popcorn flick instead of a film that could have been groundbreaking. For instance, what if our hero hits the button too early on his lightsaber and cuts his pants off? Not since the Hatchimals were invented have Wookiees laughed so hard. As always, may the Force be with you, and your hard-earned cash, when this film is released on December 16th. It's currently hovering around an 84% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's a good nostalgia film that reminds me of that one time the Empire forced an Imperial Walker down the McDonald's drive-thru because they thought there was a Big Mac attack. But Darth Vader didn't get his fries, and so Lord Vader choked out the manager in the parking lot. And now for our third challenge, we present to you the Rave Reviews lightsaber battle. The first challenger to knock all of the lightsabers out of the other's fingers will win. Fight. That killed you.
No, you must die!
Well, now thanks to you, I'm being hunted by the Emperor.
Don't worry. You'll have to seduce the Emperor by dressing like a gorgeous female. I'll apply this wonderful makeup, and honey, you will look fabulous.
Fabulous is the last thing I wanted.
The Emperor won't be able to control himself.
I can feel your anger.
That sounds worse than him recruiting me. Like,
Nah. Don't you want to be pretty in your life?
if I wanted to be pretty, I would have. I don't know.
Look at this bronze.
I don't feel pretty.
These are awesome brows.
I have a feeling the only person this is going to seduce is Jar Jar.
He might seduce everybody, so yes, he would be included. You can wake up next to him finally.
I thought you said you were going to make me pretty.
You are beautiful, I'm telling you. It's just so pretty that I can't contain myself, you know?
I agree.
Purple doesn't want to show up because you're just too purplicious already.
That doesn't sound promising.
Hey.
With any luck, maybe I'll just scare the Emperor away.
Nah. He's gonna be like, dang, who dat?
Really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
Alright.